Now, one model they didn't lower the price on, though, is the Roadster. No, of course, the the Model Y. And I happened to pick up my Model Y 2 days, 3 days, 3 days ago. God, I don't even know. What day is it?
It was Saturday, wasn't it?
No, it was supposed to be Saturday. And then I got that fabled text. Oh, it's actually not here yet. So I, was getting a Rich Rebuilds runaround kind of a deal. And so they apparently didn't show up yet. It was supposed to arrive Saturday night, and then Sunday they're closed, and then Monday was a holiday. So Tuesday, that's a day in the week.
But you got
that's
it.
That's when I got it. So here she is. You can see her on the screen.
Do we have a name?
We do not have a name. It's Jenny's car.
So she gets to name it.
She's leaning towards Yonsei.
You probably don't want your
license plate? No, it's fine.
Probably don't want your license plate on there.
No, you can do it. Because Bill Clinton signed a Driver Privacy Act in 1995 that prevents that from being a thing. But,
I mean, of course I knew that.
Yeah.
Everybody watching this knows that.
Yeah. No, it is funny whenever you see license plates blurred out because it's like, yeah, it's, hasn't been a thing for 20-something years.
Well, then I won't worry about it.
Yeah, so here she is. We'll call her Yonsei for now. Why not? That's Jenny's, what she's leaning towards.
Something
very
about this
Model
picture,
3
it almost
looking.
looks like a computer rendering. I think it's
It's the camera,
headlights.
the Ultra HDR. Yeah, I'm still mixed about the camera on my OnePlus 8 Pro. It's still not like the Google Pixel is fantastic, but the bugginess of it sucks. I've always had issues. The OnePlus, I love the phone, but the cameras, even in the newest one, are like, I still can't figure out how to make it like just a clean, normal picture. It's always like way oversaturated or way bizarre or whatever. Yeah, so this, there are about two issues I found.
Is there a little
with
thing
this car
there that I'm seeing?
Well, what we're showing on the screen now is the charge port is completely out of alignment. As you can see, it like sticks way out. Yeah. And I think there's another one with me sticking my finger in there. So you could, maybe not. Yeah, go back one. So, so delivery, and I have a video coming out on this very soon, was pretty smooth. This was a touchless delivery. For me, it was fine. For somebody that this is their first Tesla and maybe just has seen some videos online, I can't imagine this being a good experience. Because it's literally like, oh, hey, yeah, you're here to pick up the Model Y. Cool, it's over there. All the documents and stuff are inside. Honk if you need anything. Otherwise, sign the documents, bring them up, and then have a good day. That's literally it. And so for me, it's fine because I know the car, and this is our third Tesla or fourth Tesla or whatever. So. Yeah. But for someone that's coming from like a regular gas car, I'm sure they're like, wait, how do I even open the door? How do I do anything? So me and Jenny kind of talked through that in detail in the, and you can see it in the video coming out on this.
Well, I guess they do have those tutorial videos. Yeah. In the car. So like if they just had a sheet of paper, maybe they did, but if they just had a sheet of paper that's like, click here and there, and you can watch all the tutorials that shows you how the car works.
Or if you came in, you sat in, and it was already programmed. Hi, Joe. Welcome to your new Tesla.
Actually, that'd be really cool. That would be
and by the way, there's an interior camera and microphone, so it's not like they couldn't. I mean, they could even make it like real time. I'd imagine you could do some deep fake with Elon's face. Maybe Elon's there. I don't know. Yeah, so the only real issue I had was there were little paint nicks here and there, but not a big deal. But the charger door was completely out of alignment. And so, so I'll be talking about that in a video.
Get fixed?
Yeah, and this is kind of the annoying thing is, I text them that I didn't notice it right there at the delivery, but afterwards I took it to my buddies at Elite Finish because it's getting paint protection film and a bunch of stuff on it.
Is that what these pics are?
Yeah. So, but as I took it there, they were like, dude, what's up with this charger door? I'm like, oh man. And the delivery people said, oh, you have up to 100 miles to decide if you want to keep it. And I just texted them back because they were doing it all over text. And I said, hey, this charger door is out of alignment, whatever. And they're like, cool. Yeah, it's a warranty item. Go ahead, schedule that through service. I'm like, I should just be able to bring this back to you right now and have you fix it. It'll take 10 minutes. It shouldn't be something that I have to like go through the app and do all these 15 steps and then wait for someone to do. Like, it's just a bad service. It's a bad experience, really, if you think about it. You know, like if I were buying a Prius off the line, I'm like, hey, this gas can thing is what's up with this? They would just grab a mechanic from the thing over there, have them come out and look at it. It's not like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like if Tesla wants to deliver and sell cars to not just the tech bros that are the Tesla apologists, but like just normal people, they're going to have to up that. And I know Elon has said it before that, you know, service is his top priority. Well, either he failed at that or it's not happened yet. You know what I mean? He switched gears and drew a Cybertruck or something.
So you go way back. I'm kind of wondering if your experience has been colored a little bit by the fact that like when you first got your car, it was like a big service thing and they had a big bow on top and they made a big production out of it. Yeah. And over time it's become like, yeah, your car's out there, go get it.
That's exactly how it is.
You know, like I wonder if that's part of like why it's so like for you right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Certainly it was not a very pleasurable experience. You know, it wasn't something I mean, I don't know. It literally was like, yo, your car's over there. Just let us know if you have any questions.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not trying to apologize for him or anything, but I mean, there's also the whole, you know, COVID
the context. Yeah. Well, even with the Model 3, we felt that way. Because, yeah, when we got our first car, first off, it was a used one. And yeah, we go in, we're the only people there. There's a giant bow on it. They had 2 people there that were there for an hour with us to go through everything, set up our phones, get everything connected. Like, it was really, I understand that that's not sustainable, really. But and then the Model 3 one was actually a bit better. How they delivered Model 3s, it would take, I think, 15 or 20 minutes for each person to do a delivery. And then now, I don't think this is really sustainable the way they're doing it, but I think it's more of a factor of the COVID stuff. I don't think it's a factor of how they want to be doing it. Yeah. So
I mean, I kind of wonder how different it is at a regular dealership now. You know?
Oh, right. Yeah, you still have to go sit in the finance manager's office for an hour and a half to have him sell you.
It's just everybody's in masks.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, we got a Model Y, name pending. You know, current name.
But you already got the film on it, and it's like you're driving it around now?
Yeah, go. Oh, no, I don't have it right now. So go ahead and pop that back on the screen if you can. Yeah. There were some interesting things that we learned. So I took it to Elite Finish. They're doing paint protection film. What else are they doing? Ceramic coating. Actually, the paint protection film has ceramic coating in it now, so it's just a one-shot deal. Yeah, there you go. So on the screen, we're seeing some guys put it on the hood. And one of the interesting things, if you go back one picture there, the emblem on the Model Y actually has holes that go into the car now on the front and the back, whereas the Model 3, they were just double-sided tape. It was just double-sided tape that stuck on there. Yeah. So if you wanted to like remove it entirely on the Model 3, you could. Or if you wanted to change it out, it was really easy. Here, you have to cover up these holes or do body work, like literally fill that in with some kind of metal and repaint it and whatever. Like I mean, some people will do it, I'm sure, but to me, it's like way too much work. But that was just an interesting note of how they changed that. And ironically, like this, I don't quite get from a design perspective, but it's kind of cool or kind of interesting. If you go back to the front shot or the back shot, anyone where you can see the Tesla, right there. So they come now with a chrome delete. It's not actually chrome delete, but it's like black trim instead of the chrome, except for the Tesla logos on the front and back. For some reason, those are not blacked out. Those are chrome. So we're having to black those out just to match because that was kind of a weird. But I don't know. It was just something. Oh, and then I'm going to remove that dual motor badging. I just don't like it. And to make that blacked like the rest of them would be annoying. It'd be actually a lot of work, they said, because they actually have to order a Model 3 one and then paint the Model 3 one and then put it on there. It's just like, forget it, dude.
Just get a magic marker. Just get a Sharpie.
I've seen people do that. Yeah. You can chop it. You can do a hack job. It's fine. So there she is.
I mean, it's a nice looking car, though. I like the wheels.
Yeah, those are the 20-inch induction wheels.
And those come with the car.
No, those were an upgrade.
But I mean, those aren't like custom wheels. Those are an option.
Correct. Yeah, you've got the regular aero wheels. I don't know what they're called. And then these guys for the non-performance ones. And then the performance ones get the Uber turbine wheel.
Uber turbine.
Yeah. Yeah. And the tires on this, actually, they're these Goodyear, I forget, but they're like kind of a very standard tire. So even though this is a 20-inch wheel, I expect to get good range out of this. So I'm definitely going to do a range test soon. But there she is. Yeah. Oh, also something really interesting. I mean, it's funny. Just these little details. Like we get in at Jenny's first comment. She was like, whoa, this is so different than the Model 3. That was the first thing she said. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Because I felt like it was identical.
Yeah.
But little tiny things everywhere. Yeah. So like the emblem there, the little cameras for the side cameras, they no longer have the Tesla T on them. Oh. So on the front of them for the Model 3, they have it, but on this one, they don't. Things like that. You're like, what? Why'd they do? Okay, that's cool. That's interesting.
That's something I don't even think I would notice.
Yeah. I mean,
or maybe my subconscious would be like, something's different. What is it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's why those guys at Elite Finish, it's always funny because I take the car and I'm like, it's perfect. And they're like, what the hell is all this? Yeah. So we pulled this image here, we pulled those because they're doing the paint protection film. Mm-hmm. And so they pulled the cameras off, and one of them had all this white, I don't know what you want to call that. It looks like some battery stuff or it probably was some kind of sealant or some soap they used on the car when they were painting it or something like that.
I figured it was grease or something.
Yeah, but the camera works fine. It was weird when I was first driving it because the cameras weren't calibrated, so I couldn't do autopilot. It took me a little while. I'm like, why isn't it letting me do autopilot? And then it had this little logo, and I'm like, oh, that's what it's the steering wheel, and it has like a little dial going.
Right.
And anyways.
Well, I remember when I got my Model 3 that I had to drive it for a good 30 minutes or so before it would to calibrate it. Like it had to get set up.
But this one has full self-driving, so I can test out all those kind of fun things like the stopping at stoplights, which I'm not excited to test. I'm just happy other people have tested this so I don't have to really. That's kind of how I feel about it.
There's a guy that I follow named Emmett Short, who does some technology stuff. If nobody's heard of him, he's worth checking out. But he's got a full self-driving Model 3, and when they rolled out that stoplight function on there, he tested it, and it looks like it stops even if it's green. Like you have to override it. Like it starts to slow down when it comes up to a stoplight, and you have to override it to make it go on through, according to his video anyway. But
it's too smart. It's too smart.
I mean, it's cool that they can do it, I guess. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this clip from our show. If that's just not enough for you and you want to watch the full episode, you can go to olfpod.com/YT.
And if you want more from us, you can consider becoming a Patreon member. You'll get early access to episodes. You can join our awesome community. You can actually watch us record live and get your name in the credits by going to olfpod.com/Patreon.
So thanks everyone for watching. Check back every Friday for new clips here and new episodes on the main channel.
Thanks everybody.